Hi there, this is Mike Gerdes with the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living, and this is, of course, Wonder Dog Yoga. Hey, today I want to talk about choice, and we all have a choice. We all have a choice, especially today with what's going on, with what we're going to do about it. Now, some of us can get caught up in the anger, in the resentment, and the hostility, and be focusing on all the negative, but that's not what our teaching says. Our teaching says is that we're supposed to look for the good, look for the positive, and see the type of life, see the type of world that we want it to be. Yeah. It's not easy sometimes, is it? It seems like we get, here, I'm going to put little girl down. It seems like we get hypnotized by what's going on. And I think it's important for us to recognize that hypnotic effect that the news and the stuff on the television and all this stuff in the papers, all these things have on us. I know some people that are addicted to Fox News or addicted to TV news, and they have to have it on all the time. That's not a very healthy thing to do. Remember, if we are not standing guardians at the portholes of our consciousness, our thoughts are going to be pushing us around. Our experience in life is basically what's on the outside is a sum total of what's on the inside. And it's not just our use of the law of mind, it's humanity's use of the law of mind. And if we descend to the realm of the human consciousness, there's some ugly stuff there. Now, you and I are witnessing, I believe, to be an evolution of humanity. I think that we're becoming a new species. I think that what's happening is the old person, the old man is in its last throes. And we're about to see a new coming of spiritualized consciousness, of spiritual people, of living the type of life that expresses love, expresses life, and expresses kindness and compassion to all. But as it is right now, if you look out there, and if you look at the subjective mind of mankind, of humanity, you see racism, you see sexism, you see people against people, you see people against other people's religions, you see all this kind of stuff out there. Now, here's the point. All that stuff is BS. And if you want to know what that means, it's belief system. Now, the belief systems that they have are erroneous. It's an unintelligent use of intelligence. But even unintelligent use of intelligence is accepted by the law of mind and manifests in the outer world, which is why things get messed up. You and I, on the other hand, know the difference. And as long as we keep our mind stayed on the truth that there's one life, that life is God's life, that life is perfect, that life is my life, that life is your life, and that is the life of everyone, and look for that and know that that's coming forth, then we know that we're doing our job. And we can feel good about it. And we can look a discordant fact in the face and recognize it is not the truth. And we can look at people who are angry and feel sadness. It's okay to feel sadness, knowing that the true self of them is emerging, but there's some stuff that has to give away for that to happen. Part of our place is to educate people. And the way we educate people is by being an example to people. We don't go around knocking on many doors. Some of my colleagues don't think that that's appropriate to do. That's debatable. But the point of it is, what we do is attract people by them seeing what kind of a life that we live and making use of this law of mind. I want to share something with you that Dr. Holmes wrote in the Science of Mind textbook. And this is found on page, my eyes are adjusting to the light. I believe it's 424 or 423. He says, in conclusion, what the world needs is a spiritual conviction followed by a spiritual experience. I would rather see a student of this science prove its principle than to have him repeat all the words of wisdom that have ever been uttered. It is far easier to teach the truth than it is to practice. I can say amen to that. But the practice of truth is personal to each, and in the long run, no one can live our life for us. To each is given what he or she needs, and the gift of heaven comes alike to all. How we shall use these gifts is all that matters. How we choose to use this gift is all that matters. To hold one's thoughts steadfastly to the constructive and to that which endures, to the truth, may not be easy in a rapidly changing world, and it is doing that right now. But to the one who makes the attempt, much is guaranteed. And that's what I've been talking about. The essence of spiritual mind healing and of a true religious philosophy, all true religious philosophy, is an inner realization of the presence and perfection within and around about. It is the hope of heaven, the voice of God proclaiming, I am that which thou art, and thou art that which I am. I am which thou art, and thou art which I am. One life, God's life, perfect life, my life, your life right now. Let's know that to be true. And when we see stuff going on that is something that appears to be other than that, let's know that that's not the truth. It may be a temporary happening. But remember, conditions change. Truth is eternal. And let's look for the truth to win out and the truth to manifest in our lives, and then do what's in front of us to do to help bring that about. That's all I've got for you today, but I want to tell you that coming up on Saturday, June 20th, I'm going to be starting a book study on the Science of Mind textbook. And if you'd like to participate in the book study, it's free. You need to go to Rev Mike at cslphilly.org and register. Send me an email. And it'll be at 10 o'clock for 1 hour on a weekly basis. And we're going to go through the textbook from the preface all the way through to the glossary. So it's going to be a long class. You can show up when you want to. You can leave when you want to. But it's going to be really meaty. And we're going to be able to really get into a thorough understanding of the Science of Mind textbook. So with that, I hope to see you again soon. Dr. Maxine will be speaking to you tomorrow for the Love Notes. And of course, tune in on Sunday mornings for her live stream talk. It's always a wonderful talk. And go to our website, cslphilly.com or cslphilly.org rather, and you will see a whole list of other Love Notes that we've done. You'll see a whole list of past talks that she's done. It's a wonderful website. We're very proud of it. And it's you'll also see an opportunity to make a contribution, because where you put your money says where you put what's important to you. And we hope that your spirituality, the presence of God, the love of God in your heart is important to you. So with that, goodbye. See you again soon.